Jana Wasler-Smith is our final student speaker for the ceremony. Jana is part of the off-campus Forsyth cohort of the Education Specialist degree with a concentration in community college and university leadership. Jana has brought a wealth of financial experience from the private sector to class discussions, and her work as an adjunct instructor at Davidson County Community College piqued her interest in a career in higher education. For her internship, she took on the momentous task of analyzing state authorization and gainful employment rules and policies for App State. Her work has been so valuable to the university that the Provost's office sent her to a regional conference on these emerging academic initiatives, and she has been offered employment for the summer to continue her work there. Jana has impressed her fellow students, faculty, and administrators alike with her dedication and innovative insight. We look forward to her remarks this afternoon.
I'm Jana Wasler-Smith, and I am a proud member of the Forsyth cohort. And our concentration is community college and university leadership. I want to start out by thanking God for helping me make it through this journey. And it has been just that. I also like to thank my family for their support, my husband, my three girls, my sisters, Tanya and Donna, my very good friend, Sahira, everybody I prayed to and asked for support, and they were there when I needed them. My mom, every time I called her, she said, you can do it, you can do it. She's an educator of 28 years, and she always encouraged me, so for that, I'm very proud. I want to start off by telling you about our cohort in this journey, starting in August of 2013. And that was the time we began. And for me, it was more than a journey, it was actually a voyage. I'd worked in corporate America for about 20 years, and frankly, I was just burned out. More than that, I actually hated what I was doing, and I called off everything. My family knows that. But I had hope because years earlier, I had done a favor to a friend and started teaching a class at a local community college. And I was only going to do it one semester, and that semester turned into 8 years. Because I realized that very first semester that I was doing something that I really loved. So let's fast forward to 2013. Again, we began the journey for the EDS. And I did it because I wanted to make myself a better candidate for a full-time job in a field that I really loved. But I wanted to be able to combine my corporate experience and my love for education and be something very spectacular. But there was doubt. I had concerns about whether I was going to be taken seriously at this juncture in my life. I was too old. I was I didn't have a lot of experience in higher education, so very early on I called Dr. Trewick, and I told her, I gave her a list of all my negatives. Oh, again, I was too old, that came up several times. Again, all my professional experience was corporate. Again, who was going to take me seriously to be able to change careers at this point? And, talking with her and listing my negatives, she was able to tell me on the phone that day, she said, you have something that everybody needs in this field, and that's passion. And for me, it was a passion for something that I really loved. After I hung up the phone with her, I remembered a quote that I'd read some time before, but don't know if I fully appreciated it until that moment. And it reads, your passion is the reason you wake up every morning. And just the thought of it can keep you up late at night with excitement. And that's what I had, excitement for this program. And with that, I just knew I had to continue. Fate has it, I had to continue because every class, the quality of instruction was unbelievable. The development and the learning strategies that we learned were very helpful. If I think about Drs. Bonham, Boylan, Claxton, Howard Jones, and how their tactics were really grounded in the learner-centered paradigm. Each professor was really dynamic. They were patient, they were enthusiastic, flexible, and they were committed. Every member of this higher education team made us feel like everything was possible. And for this, our cohort would like to offer you all thanks. And oh, by the way, they say that flattery is the greatest form of, or emulation is the greatest form of flattery. And I already am emulating Drs. Bonham and Boylan, because now I'll bring snacks to every class. And the students really respond well to it, so thank you for that. I want to talk a little bit about the course content, because, you know, so much of this stuff, Beth, Bees, Heifetz, Heller, didn't know anything about those authors until these classes, and now they're forever ingrained, I think, in all of our memories. But more so, the frameworks that we've studied have taught me to be more cognizant of issues like affordability, access, accountability. And I've always, thought about it, but now I think about it even more in my classrooms about retention and completion. And I had a class this past 8 weeks, and I was wanting everybody to finish because of what I learned with these frameworks. So, again, thank you. And lastly, I want to thank my cohort, Amanda, Elizabeth, Keitha, Christy, Kirsten, and Lauren, and Tony. Some of the superlatives that describe these women are incredible, phenomenal, strong-willed, opinionated, and they are exactly what higher education needs. These ladies are not afraid to speak their minds, and every day I realize how fortunate I am to have known them. I've grown exponentially as an educator and even as a person because of the knowledge of my peers. I've always found my classmates and working with projects to be authentic, engaging, and introspective. And I know that these ladies will be leaders in higher education. I foresee these ladies as institutional planners, educational and instructional leaders, curriculum designers, leaders in governments. And I know you guys have all heard the statistics. You know the ones that say there's going to be a shortage of minorities, there's going to be a shortage of readers, there's going to be a shortage of strong learners or strong leaders in higher education. Well, I'm here to put you at ease, because with these women,